3, 2, 1, launch.
Will the United States be giving Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine? As President Donald Trump grows increasingly frustrated with his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin, US Vice President J.D. Vance dropped a bombshell. He revealed that the subject of supplying Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine is currently under discussion within the Trump administration. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met Trump on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly in September, where Trump did a drastic U-turn in his position and claimed that Kyiv could win the war against Russia and take back all the land it had lost. Russia has already warned that if US does end up sending these missiles to Ukraine, it could trigger a steep escalation in the already long-drawn war. So what's the big deal about Tomahawk missiles? Will the US send them to Ukraine? And could this change the course of the war? The Tomahawk land attack missile is a long-range cruise missile typically launched from sea to attack targets in deep strike missions. The precision-guided Tomahawk cruise missile can strike targets from 1,000 miles away, even in heavily defended airspace. It measures 20 feet long with an 8.5-foot wingspan and weighs about 3,330 pounds. Each missile can carry a payload of 454 kilos. While it can carry both nuclear and conventional payloads, it is only used for the latter. It can be equipped with both unitary high-explosive payloads and cluster munitions. The Tomahawk has three variants. Block V, a modernized TACTOM with upgraded navigation and communication. Block VA, which can hit moving targets at sea, and Block VB, equipped with joint multi-effects warhead that can hit more varied land targets. It was first inducted into service in 1983. Its first operational use during conflict was during Operation Desert Storm in 1991. It has since been used in a number of US conflicts, including Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Infinite Reach in Sudan and Afghanistan, Operation Odyssey Dawn in Libya, and Operation Inherent Resolve in Syria. More recently, US and allied militaries have flight tested the GPS-enabled Tomahawk and used it in an operational environment, including when the US and UK navies launched Tomahawk missiles at Houthi rebel sites in Yemen. Ukraine currently has several domestically made and Western-supplied long-range missiles. Flamingo missile has been described by Zelensky as his country's most successful weapon. It has a range of over 1,000 miles, and Ukraine reported its first use in August 2025. The Neptune anti-ship missile was first unveiled in 2015. Subsequent versions have a range of just over 600 miles. The Harpoon anti-ship missile is an all-weather over-the-horizon anti-ship missile that uses active radar homing and flies just above the water to evade defense. It can be launched from ships, submarines, aircraft or coastal batteries, and has a range of 75 nautical miles. The Army Tactical Missile System is made by Lockheed Martin in the US. It is a solid-fueled, medium-range tactical ground-to-ground ballistic missile with a maximum range of up to 190 miles depending on the model. Storm Shadow missile is made by Europe's MBDA. These cruise missiles have a range of 155 miles with a conventional warhead of 990 pounds. Ukraine has long been seeking such long-range missiles from its allies in order to hit back at Russia. In fact, Trump's predecessor, Joe Biden, refused to give Ukraine the Tomahawk missiles at the end of his term. Kyiv possessing such a weapon would allow it to target Moscow itself, which Russia would see as a dangerous escalation. Trump so far has been insistent on Ukraine only being given defensive weapons.
That issue of Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine was brought up by President Zelensky to President Trump at the UN General Assembly last week in New York City. There's been no comment either, yes, it's going to happen, or no, it's going to happen. The acknowledgement from, again, in the public reports is they were asked for. That is obviously something that has been picked up by the world press, obviously picked up by the Russians as well, simply because of the capability and the capacity of the weapon system. The weapon system is, in fact, by itself, to me, it's a game changer, only because how good it is, and somebody who's seen it used multiple times in multiple conflicts. So that's probably the biggest issue that came out of UNGA in the bilateral discussions that President Zelensky and President Trump had.
Russia, meanwhile, doesn't believe that US has taken a final decision on supplying Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine.
Я думаю, что это результат, прежде всего, давления Европы на Вашингтон. И Вашингтон хочет показать, что он учитывает мнение своих союзников. Я не думаю, что мы уже имеем дело с принятым решением. Томагавки американцы далеко не всем поставляют. Из европейцев, если я не ошибаюсь, в Испанию и в Нидерланды. Остальным как-то остерегаются. И если они считают, что Украина – это ответственная держава, которая будет ими ответственно пользоваться, то это будет для меня удивительно.
Whether Trump decides to supply these deadly missiles to Ukraine or not, at the very least, it could bring Putin to the bargaining table.
Been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.